Quote Retreat by Sandor. One quote, one reflection, one thought that could bring a moment of light and energy to your day. Join me as we take a look at today's quote. The quote is by John F. Kennedy, born 1917, died 1963. It reads, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future." Let's take a moment together to explore the messages within this quote. You know what's fascinating about change? Most people think it's something that happens to us, but JFK had this incredible quote that flips that idea completely. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future.
That's such a powerful perspective, especially coming from someone who led during one of the most transformative periods in American history.
And what's interesting is how he lived that philosophy. When he took office in 1961, he was the youngest elected president at just 43 years old. Talk about embodying change himself.
That makes me think about how he handled the Cuban Missile Crisis. Instead of following the old playbook of immediate military action, he created an entirely new approach to nuclear diplomacy.
Oh, that's exactly right. And you know what's fascinating? During those 13 days when the world was on the brink of nuclear war, he was already thinking about how to build a better relationship with the Soviets for the future.
Well, that demonstrates the quote in action, doesn't it? Even in crisis, he wasn't just focused on the immediate threat.
Speaking of looking to the future, let's talk about how he launched the space race. When he announced the moon mission in 1961, NASA's entire space experience consisted of just 15 minutes of suborbital flight.
That's such a bold move. Most leaders would have seen that as too risky, too ambitious.
Right? And here's what makes it even more remarkable. He laid out this incredibly specific timeline, saying we'd reach the moon before the decade was out. We're talking about a goal that required inventing technologies that didn't even exist yet.
You know, that reminds me of something I've been wondering about. How did he manage to get public buy-in for such ambitious projects?
Well, that's where his genius for communication came in. He had this unique ability to make massive change feel both exciting and achievable. Like in his famous Rice University speech, he acknowledged the moon mission would be hard and expensive, but then connected it to human progress and the American spirit.
That approach to leading through change seems so relevant today, especially with all the technological disruption we're experiencing.
Right? And you know what's wild? The pace of change in our era would have been unimaginable even to Kennedy. We are dealing with AI, climate change, and social media. The rate of transformation is exponential compared to the 1960s.
Speaking of social media, it's interesting how it relates to his warning about getting stuck in the present moment.
Yeah. We are all so focused on the immediate now, aren't we? The latest tweet, the newest post, it's exactly what Kennedy warned about when he talked about missing the future by only looking at the present.
That makes me think about the Peace Corps, which he established. Talk about looking beyond the immediate moment, creating an organization dedicated to long-term global understanding.
You know what's fascinating about the Peace Corps? It's still going strong today, with more than 240,000 volunteers having served in 142 countries. That's the kind of long-term impact Kennedy was thinking about.
So it seems like his understanding of change wasn't just about technological progress or policy reforms. It was about transforming human relationships and understanding.
Exactly. And here's something else to consider. Kennedy understood that meaningful change requires both immediate action and long-term vision. Like when he pushed for civil rights legislation, he knew it would be politically risky, but he saw it as essential for America's future.
That's such an important point about leadership through change. It's not enough to have a vision. You need to help people see how to get there.
And you know what makes this even more powerful? He maintained this forward-looking perspective even during the darkest moments. When most leaders would have been paralyzed by crisis, he was always thinking about the next step, the bigger picture.
That kind of balanced optimism while acknowledging challenges, that's rare in leadership, isn't it?
It is. And maybe that's why his quote about change continues to resonate so strongly today. It's not just about accepting change. It's about actively shaping the future we want to see.
Looking at it that way transforms how we might think about the changes happening in our own lives and the world around us.
And perhaps that's the most powerful lesson we can take from Kennedy's legacy. Change isn't something to endure or survive. It's an opportunity to create something better, to push boundaries, to imagine and build a future that might seem impossible today. With that, we conclude this exciting episode. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Your support truly helps this channel grow. See you again tomorrow. Yours, Sandor.